How do you like that?
That was so professional.
You and I totally could retire from coaching and just go on the road. For
Absolutely.
we could totally do that. Oh my gosh. We crack ourselves up, y'all. Can you all hear me? Can you hear me, everyone? Testing 1 2. Oh gosh, that was hilarious. We're discovering new we're discovering new things, and there's more power in our fingers than we even know about when we don't do these lives. So
I
hey,
honestly felt like I was at church with the countdown.
I know
Terrific.
those things crack me up. We have a 5 minute countdown at our church,
Mhm.
and it gets the music and the whole intensity is really loud. I don't know if that is, you would know the innards of how churches work, but ours, when it hits 5 minutes, like it blares, like we're supposed to be excited. And that's my cue because because of my Smanley here. I've been drinking so much water. If I don't get up and go to the bathroom during that 5 minute warning,
Yes.
I'm like crossing my legs by the end of the sermon. And depending on how long he preaches, it could be a really big disaster.
Good.
Good morning, everybody. Oh my gosh. So we're so excited about these lives with you. In fact, yesterday, Darce, I got somebody who said, hey, could you tell me when you're going live? Because I did a surprise live yesterday. And we were just discussing how I looked like a ghost in that deal yesterday. I'm a little bit toned down today, thanks to some lighting fixtures. But people are finding us. I love this. I love how this is just able to hit all of our social media. Good morning, LinkedIn. You're brand new. Are you connected to LinkedIn on yours?
I'm not yet.
Okay. All right. Well, I am, and those folks are amazing over there. I didn't know it was like a hidden. It was like a hidden world over on LinkedIn that always scared me, and I thought those are the professional people. I don't belong over there. A little bit of imposter syndrome. And I'm like, what the heck? Let's do LinkedIn too, right?
Right.
We dipped our toes into YouTube. YouTube was kind of boring. Those people over there don't talk to you very much.
No.
What's up with that?
I don't know.
What's up with
YouTube,
that?
you just go in and you watch people's lives
on,
and you don't say
YouTube.
anything.
Come on, YouTube.
Yeah.
Tell us where you're from. If you're watching us on YouTube, speak up for yourselves because we don't see you a lot. So, hey, good morning.
Morning.
Facebook user. It doesn't tell me who is
I
talking.
wonder if they have to not register,
I don't know.
follow, like, I don't know.
Because some people
Yeah.
on Facebook, I totally see their name. Other
Yeah.
people, I don't see. So,
Get that.
oh, good morning. It's tax day for me. Toby! It's my beautiful daughter-in-law. And she's
There
probably
is
holding my
that.
beautiful grandson. Hi, Cass. Grammy loves you. Sorry, I had to get that in there.
I will pay attention to the other people, which we have Beth
Hey.
holding and Gretchen.
Hey. Yes. Auntie Darcy loves you too, Cass.
Yes, that's true.
Yes. Oh, Gretchen's from Colorado and Almont. Oh, we were just cuddling. Oh, beautiful. I got to see him Sunday, by the way. It was
Nice.
beautiful. He was so quiet. He was so, yeah. Anyway, don't get me started about being a Grammy. It's kind of fun.
So
All right.
can we tell
What?
these lovely people to, if you haven't yet, go wherever you're watching from, go like, follow, and share. I think by now we should know how to do that. But there's usually a bell. There's usually a subscribe. There's
Yeah.
usually, I don't know what other forms.
Yeah, I think a red bell, a follow, a like, whatever it takes. Go ahead and share this to your people because we're going to talk about a nerdy subject today. So
no.
last week what did we talk about last week? It was kind of on the emotional side, I think. Maybe not. I don't remember what we
There's
talked
also
about.
nerdy time too.
Yeah, we're kind of in the nerdy side of things because right now our clients are going through a transition with us.
Yeah.
Because we do body, mind, and spirit weight loss. We do holistic weight loss. We do we get in the pit with our clients. And sometimes that's tough. Sometimes it's heavy. And sometimes we need to just focus a little bit on why your weight loss is working and why, if there are things that you can do to improve your weight loss journey. So, hey, before that, let me tell you something. I want to do a quick announcement. You should have seen on all of our Facebook pages, you have heard us talk about Courtney. And we're going to use Courtney as an example of what is possible, because we know we have listeners all over the world. We know that, you could be coming, Colorado, Michigan. I have a client from Israel, completely awesome. And so we know that you're coming. Of course, Darcy, you're from Anderson, and you're working on finding a Courtney there. Yeah. And so we're kind of going to use Courtney. That's my doctor. She is a hormone specialist, and she literally is transforming my life when it comes to bioidentical hormones. And it's a controversy out there. I've done my research, and we're going to talk to Courtney about that. What do you call it, controversy, or what is the truth? A lot of us have relied on doctors for so long to just hand us pills and potions. We don't ask questions. We just do what he says or what she says. We don't ask questions, and we don't get to the root of our sickness, which is, a lot of us. I was on the obese side, and I had a lot of root causes for that, and we're not willing to get and do the hard things. And so we're gonna have a special live here on September the 6th. You want to make sure, this is where you want to make sure that you have liked our page or you followed us, because you will not want to miss this live with Courtney Lawson from Mojo Med. She's going to talk about all of the hard things. We're going to talk about sex. We're going to talk about libido. We're going to talk about menopause. We're going to talk about all of those things. Nothing is off the table. And I know personally that Courtney has given me hope. She has really, I can't even, I'll have to think about how I'm going to tell people, because there's really no words to what she's done before the testosterone, after the testosterone, all of those things. So join us on September 6th at 10 a.m. This is off cycle. We're going to still have our live that day. Not that day, the day before, because I think this is on a Wednesday. So we're going to still do the live, but make sure you look for us on the 6th, especially for a special program. We're going to record it as well. So how are you doing, Coach?
Fun
doing
stuff.
Good?
Yeah.
I haven't talked to you much this week.
You've been busy, and I've been busy.
Oh, Mondays.
Mondays are a great catch-up day, but also... yesterday I was battling with a headache, and I think it was weather related.
Weather. Mm-hmm.
So,
Andrea and I, my daughter-in-law and I, we have a deal that we get a special reward if we train for the 10K 3 times this week. Well, little did we know, we're in the middle of a heat wave here. And so we had to adjust our reward, not the reward, we did not adjust that, but we did adjust the rules to how we qualify to get the award. We went and walked, and literally, I have never struggled walking before, but I couldn't even breathe by the end.
Quick.
Like, oh my gosh. So, today we're going to go nerdy, Anya. We're going nerdy because we're going to talk about all things weight loss. We want you to know we have a brand new program that is literally taking off like hotcakes. It's a women's only program. We have a passion. We love to coach men. We love our guys. If you're in our weight loss support group, our guys like balance all of the estrogen in there. They totally do. But they just do what we say, and they lose the weight. Yeah. You've got a client right now. He's probably watching. We've got a client who's come off all of his medications, who's come off its insulin. He's lost how much weight?
We're looking at like 55
pounds.
Yep.
He just does what you say. He doesn't argue with you. He doesn't complain. He just does it, right?
Yes.
We love our guys. I have one too. He's reached his weight loss goal. Now we're working on some toning, right? We're working on building some lean body muscle. But when we come to the ladies, we've discovered, including our own selves, right? You and I are... we are a walking science experiment right now because we're doing the program that we wrote, right? And so when it comes to women, we're a hot mess. And there's a reason why for that, because the men have one hormone to deal with, one. Testosterone. It's either turned on or it's turned off, right? And men do have hormone deficiencies, and Courtney's going to talk about that. Oh my gosh. I can't wait for you to hear her answer on how she treats men and women. There's literally a process if she has a couple come in together to be treated for hormones deficiencies. she has to treat, and I'm going to butcher this all up, but I was literally, as I was texting her last night, I spit my coffee out as she was responding because I needed to get more of a background of how she treats couples. She's like, I have to treat the women first because I've got to turn the women on before I turn the men on. Because then the women get really mad at me. It was hilarious. I hope she touches.
I mean, it makes sense.
There's a science even behind that, right?
Oh my gosh, yes.
So I'm so sorry. My kids are watching this. I'm so sorry. You know, I'm
you're
sorry
not.
about these topics. All right. So we're going to the nerdy space.
Yeah.
So we discussed men have one hormone. It's either on or it's off, right?
Yep.
Women, do you know how many hormones women have?
What's the total? I don't even know.
Whew.
There's
Is
a
it-
lot.
Is it like in its 70s? It's like, it's a crazy amount, but there's,
It is a number.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
like three major ones,
Yeah.
estrogen,
Hierarchy.
testosterone, and progesterone, right?
Yeah.
So we have to literally physically balance those hormones before we can lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
We have to make sure those hormones are working, and those hormones impact every organ in our body, including our thyroid, which the thyroid controls our metabolism, which will either push us to lose weight or stop us from losing weight. So if we don't balance the hormones first, we struggle losing weight. We have women who will start to lose weight right away and they're like, yay, rah. But then when we get down to the hormone level, they stall. And they're like, what am I doing wrong? I'm beating myself up. You know, the women that are in the last 2 weeks of their cycle or the last 2 weeks of their monthly cycle, and you tell them it's time to fast, what do they do?
They get mad.
They get really mad.
Angry.
Right.
You know?
And for 6 years, we've been pushing through this. And okay, I'm going to say that my baby sister was right. I don't say that very often, but I will say that in this instance. She said, Monica, you need to read the book Fast Like a Woman or Fast Like a Girl. And then you need to read this book, The Menopause Reset, because that's about the time I am here, you know. And I'm like, I put it off for 6 months. I'm like, I am running a company. I don't have time to do this, right? Well, I read it finally, and it transformed the entire program. We rewrote the whole entire program for women. Basically, if you come into our program, we're going to do an interview with you before, because women can still take our old program. They just totally can, but we're gonna direct you towards the women's only program because of what we're talking about today, and that's hormones, right?
Yep.
You've got to balance your hormones. So let's get on the topic of what we are going to talk about. You can be stalled in your weight loss because of this very thing. Okay. Now we are going to assume that you've already gone through the nutrition education. We know you haven't, but we're going to assume that as you're taking this class today, that you've already got your eating down pat, right? You're low carb. You've gotten rid of the sugar. You've gotten rid of the processed carbs. Processed crap. You've gotten rid of the diet soda. You've gotten rid of all of those things that are killing you. So the nutrition is under control. If it's not, that's step one for you. You don't start here. Step one is nutrition, and that's what we help you with, right?
Yeah.
Personalized macros. If you're not eating in a calorie deficit, you're not going to lose weight, period. We are keto coaches. Yeah, we could be kicked out of the keto world for that, but I'm not sorry about it.
Nope.
Are you?
I'm
You
not sorry about it.
No.
What we do works.
What we do works and it provides results. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Period.
We've been told that a couple of times.
Yep.
So you've done this. Now we're entering a new section of your journey. Some of you who are watching are there with us right now. I'm there currently right now. Darcy, what is the section we're talking about?
We are talking about those toxins,
Toxins.
those daily toxins that are in our life. Yep.
And those aren't our kids, right?
Oh, no.
No.
No, and
They're
it's not
our
necessarily
kids.
people either. People
It's not our
can
husbands.
toxic.
Yeah. Oh, people can. You know, that's the truth right there.
It is the
That is the truth. There's some of you who are dealing with toxic relationships that you don't need in your life. That's causing cortisol
Yep.
to spike, When you have cortisol spiked all the time, it's like sucking on a lollipop all day. So some of you need to get rid of your toxic relationships. That was free of charge right there. That's true. It goes right along with what we're talking about.
Good.
So let me talk about what happens in menopause. Let me talk about what happens in women. And then Darcy, I want you to talk about keys to getting rid of these things. I want you to talk about the different types. And I have them written down, so I'll fill in if you miss any, the kinds of toxins. But I want to talk first about, I didn't tell her what we were talking about before this.
There, bud.
Yeah, right here. Can you see them?
Yeah, I've got it. I know things.
All right, so what happens at menopause? What happens, ladies, with your hormones when you suddenly go, what the heck is going on? I am angry all the time. And this is perimenopause too. This is like 35 to 70 years old. So more than likely we're talking to you, okay? So there are dramatic shifts that happen in our hormones. So the things that we did when we tried to lose weight when we were little do not work now. They literally don't. You've got to have a new plan, new strategy, because there's dramatic shifts in your hormones. And these dramatic shifts in the hormones stimulate the tissues to release the toxins that you have built up all of your life. We're talking years. And guys, we're even talking about in your grandparents. So the things that your grandma, she passed those things down to you. I mean, we're talking deep. Good morning, Gary. It's good to see you this morning. He has a little cute little icon in his picture. He's watching from our YouTube channel.
There's our YouTuber.
There it is. There's our one YouTube watcher. So when your hormones start shifting, right? When they start shifting, they stimulate those toxins to be stored. And here's one thing. In your bones contain a lot of lead. Lead is stored in your bones. Okay, so as you're changing, and that's Mr. Toxin, Gary said, as you are changing and those hormones are wrestling, you're releasing those toxins, which is causing all of these physical symptoms to happen to you. So you've got accumulation of old toxins that are being released, okay? And this impacts the thyroid, it impacts your autoimmune system, it impacts metabolism, your cholesterol, all of those things, these toxins impact. And as your hormones are wrestling around, you're releasing that, okay? So every cell, okay, every hormone has to get into a cell, all right? Mm-hmm. Your hormones are designed for a purpose. And so they go into the cells, and what happens is those cells, and somebody medical can explain this so much better than I can. But basically, they block the receptor sites that are allowing the hormones to get into the cells and do their jobs. And these toxins are blocking those things. So in order to see some movement in your weight and your healing of those diseases, you've got to go through a detox. And that's kind of what Darcy and I are living right now. We are living a couple of heavy metal detoxes. I got my fillings in my teeth removed, the mercury removed from my teeth. By the way, if you do that, make sure you go to a certified dental mercury removal. Okay, they should be wearing some garb.
Let me tell you a story before that happened.
Oh boy,
you were knowledgeable about this. I went to a general type of dentist. Mm-hmm. They removed the one that needed to be removed, and there was no masking up. They had no idea they had gloves on. Mm-hmm. They had to wear this little mask, but there was not mm-hmm. really. And then I was unaware, and it makes sense why, why maybe I felt the way I did, and they didn't even truly get everything out. So I still have bits and particles in there. So I will eventually have to take that trip too.
Yeah, and to find a dentist, you just Google, Mercury certified holistic dentist, and you'll find that. Mm-hmm. But that's a side note. So looking through the toxic lenses, so knowing all of that, knowing that this whole, the receptor cells are being blocked, knowing all of this, let's talk about the types. And I'll fill in what you don't, because I didn't give you the notes before this session. So let's talk about the types of toxins that we allow in our daily living.
Well, obviously the number one I'm thinking of was what we talked about maybe yesterday. I think that was yesterday. Is the plastics.
Yeah.
Plastics is a huge toxic um, danger zone that we have slowly but fastly, in a way, between like when it was maybe I don't even know what the date is when we started doing the plastics, but I'm thinking
Oh.
it's in the 1950s ish area.
Convenience. Yeah.
Convenience.
Yeah.
And now we are living with plastics, and I'm looking at everything around me, and there's plastics everywhere.
Yeah.
When
All
a
over.
plastic is heated up, that is when and when most of these things I'm going to explain are heated up, that's when those toxins are released. And like for men, I know we talk about women, but men, for example, like when you're drinking some, water bottle that's been heated up in the car and you left your water bottle in there, those toxins are now released into that water which you are drinking, which then lower that testosterone level. You are in the danger zone when you are putting those toxins in your body.
Yeah.
The same goes along with using things like aluminum foil. When we are cooking in aluminum foil, those toxins in the aluminum are being released into the food we're eating, which then get into our bodies.
How many of us drink out of plastic bottles because
yeah.
we are so needing to a quick drink, right?
Absolutely. We then have like the the heavy metals that we put in our bodies between the vaccines, which have most of the heavy metals in. We've got our fillings that we talked about. Did you know that mercury is the number one heavy metal toxin?
Wow.
And that is, again, I have 2 in my mouth, and that's something that's been there for a long time. Then we have, again, our vaccines that are being have the heavy metals that are in there. So that's going directly into your body. Then we have.
Did you just say the V word?
I did. Sorry. Are we not supposed to?
Nope, it's entirely true. It is entirely true.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
not sorry, but it's true.
That is the number one in the flu shot. The
Yeah, it
flu
doesn't
shot
matter
is
what
the
vaccine.
number one
Yeah.
that contains these horrible metals. Absolutely.
Yes. As well, I'm.
I just dropped in our 2 favorite links for our glass. Instead of carrying, and I love the glass jar because I happen to be pretty clumsy when it comes to carrying the glass, and so I love this. The one that we dropped in there, our client told us about yesterday, was awesome. Helps you from breaking it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, going on.
Makeup.
Wait, I'm getting there.
Oh, I thought you were going on somewhere else. Okay.
No,
yes.
no. I'm
All
not
right.
done yet.
Sorry.
I've got a lot more.
Okay.
And I'm going to come down. I'm going to name 2 more.
Okay.
Like Monica was talking about, our skin products. Our organ is our largest. Our skin is our largest organ on our body. It holds everything together, and it absorbs so quickly.
I found a new wrinkle on mine today. Right here.
Oh my! Are you sure it's new?
Right here. Yes. Yeah.
Anyway.
Our skin.
So our skin, so our toxins, our ointments, our lotions, our anything that you are putting on your body, especially like the sugar scrubs. Your body is absorbing the sugar from your skin. It's not that you're eating it, but you're absorbing it through your skin. Even I'm going to show this. This is a plastic bottle with a good brand of lotion, but it's still in a plastic bottle. So how good is that? It might have good ingredients. So then the next one I'm going to talk about, and then
Can I talk about the skin a second? Because I found a really cool app yesterday because I'm feeling overwhelmed. This one on the topic of skin really stresses me out because I'm in a hurry all the time and I just want to go put my makeup on. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go check my makeup and I'm going to see how toxic my foundation was. So I downloaded this app called Yukon, Yukon, I think. It's a carrot. There's a carrot on the app. Anyway, you can scan your product in and it will tell you how toxic it is. Mine was 38 out of 100.
Woo.
So you bet you. And the cool thing about this app was it gives you suggestions on how to replace it. So because it's that low and my makeup is so toxic, I'm going to be going to, the store, and I'm going to be scanning some of those in. Neutrogena is one that they suggested. But there's a cool app that you can totally see where you fall on the toxicity of things. It also does groceries and other things too.
I do know that there's products. It starts with a D, a very D. It's a bird. That type of product is probably one of the most toxic products.
Well, you're going to have to tell us what it is
No,
now.
I can't. If they shut me down, I don't want to delete that.
Oh, it's a political thing?
I don't know. Maybe I'm not gonna say it.
So there's a product,
And it
a
starts
bird.
with D, and it's a very common product. And then there's shampoos, lotions. Don't say it. So you know what I'm talking. Everybody else
I do
knows
not.
what it is.
I do. Will someone tell me what she's talking about?
What was the bird of peace? Don't say it.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, that's toxic?
Oh yeah, very.
Really? I thought it was gentle.
No.
Well, shoot, I'm going to go get my Yukon app and I'm going to scan it.
Yeah. So anyway, then there's one other partner with it that's also terrible. But now I'm going to talk about another one where I get on soapboxes for, and that is the pesticides that are put on our foods, on our vegetables, on our fruit. When we think we're eating healthy, we're not really eating healthy because we have these toxins. It does rhyme with love. I can't believe it took me that long to get there.
Oh my goodness.
That's so, you don't know your bird.
Apparently we don't like it, Beth. I got to go do some research on it.
But
Shoot.
I did notice one bird that's missing. I'm surprised. Did you
Oh, yes,
He's not
he's
saying anything,
quiet.
though.
Oh, he must be mad at me. I'm sorry, buddy.
any
His
I've not heard
door isn't even open. I haven't even let him out
Wow.
today.
I don't
Oh,
think
he's
he
probably
will.
mad. I'm sorry, Winston.
Anyway,
Tweet, tweet.
so-
He says hi. Is that better?
you pick that up. Anyway, so let's talk about and the things that we're ingesting by our food products. Not all organic is organic.
Nope.
You gotta do your research. That is Monica and I's point here with those, especially with the last two: your makeup products, your hair products, and your food products.
Yeah.
You've got to do your research. You are eating those toxins. The toxins are getting absorbed into your body, and it is clogging. Like Monica's first started at the very beginning, it clogs those hormonal neurotransmitters, the cells, all of those
Pathways.
things in
Yeah.
your brain. It's clogging it. It's causing you problem, fogginess, all those sorts of things. So
Now I'm going to address the elephant in the room, okay? The elephant in the room is, okay, you just gave me a ton of information. I'm looking at my list here. I want to give you some tips on how to take care of this, because if I look around my room, there's probably 80 things in here that are killing me that are full of toxins, right?
Yeah.
So here's a little tip and a trick on how to address these things. If you addressed them all, you would be paralyzed with fear. You'd be looking for boogeyman in every bush. But here's how you do it without stressing yourself out. It mixes along the lines of Mr. Potato Head and James Clear. Okay? Isn't that good? So how you fix it? You put your scanny eyes on. You know, Mr. Potato Head?
Yeah.
You get those eyes out and you develop a toxic lens, okay? So when you're picking something up and when you're going to the refrigerator or you're at a baseball game and you're like, I'm so thirsty, I gotta go, and you look at a water fountain and you look at a plastic bottle of water. You put your lens on, you put your scanny eyes on, and you are aware of the toxins. Okay, when you are aware of the toxins and you have a vision first of toxic first, is this a chemical? Is it not a chemical? Then you can make a James Clear decision and you can take a step towards health. Okay, It's only when you feel like you have to change everything all at once. So I know that I am looking at, I've got a bunch of toxins. I have several things in my house. I'm cooking on Teflon. Crazy. That is absolutely the worst toxin you can find. So I'm looking at my makeup, which is 30%, 38% clean. Rest of it's toxic. And I'm looking at my pots and pans out there thinking I need to change those things. I'm not going to go do everything at once, because if I did, I would get overwhelmed and I would be like, I can't do anything right, so I might as well not do anything at all, right?
And broke. You'd be broke.
And broke. Exactly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to breathe first. I've got my toxic eyes on. I'm scanning. I'm asking myself, are there chemicals? And yep, there are chemicals in my foundation. So instead of changing out my entire makeup bag, which I'm sure most of it is toxic, I'm going to go get my first purchase, which is going to be the Neutrogena or whatever foundation that I choose. By the way, if you've got non-toxic makeup, drop it in the comments below. We would love your ideas.
Yeah.
But we're going to scan it, make sure you're right. but I'm going to go and I'm going to swap out my foundation. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to the store because it's not in our budget for new pots and pans right now. Maybe next week it will be, and I'll be able to replace them with cast iron, which is actually healthy for you, right?
It's healthy, but
Expensive.
It's expensive, but it's also a good investment as well. They last forever.
Exactly.
Great product.
Yeah. So combine the superpowers of Mr. Potato Head with the hero-ness and status of James Clear and the Atomic Habits book that we so much adore, and change one thing at a time.
Yep.
When you can, change it. When it's in your budget, we just dropped a link in there to some glass cookery, right? We dropped a swap out your glass. Not my Smanley. I love my Smanley, and I think stainless steel is okay unless you can prove me wrong. If you can, I'll totally listen. But one thing at a time. That's all you do. One thing at a time. What tips do you have on changing?
Oh, I think you're right on. But just know when you're thinking about budget, like I can't afford all that. Everything is so expensive. Eating organic is expensive. Eating it, blah blah blah. It comes down to if you really want to change. If you really want to, you'll invest in it.
Oh yeah.
When I say when you invest in it, because back in the day, people did do the gardening thing. They've got their own vegetables. They know where it came from. Seeds, they don't cost that much. Then you can, do all that sort. So you're splitting your grocery bill in half during the times when you are having garden, or even go and support those local farmers that do that for you.
Yeah.
So then you've got that.
Yeah.
The
Absolutely.
other thing is, when you are investing in a thing like glassware, or even was glassware and cast iron, things like
Cast
that.
iron. Yeah.
Those last forever. My in-laws, they collect these cast irons. They refurbish them.
Yeah.
They might do the whole, because that's what they do is that they do that.
They season them?
They rusty them, but you can re-season them. You just have to put some
Patty,
work
I
into
need
it.
you to take my dishes because I don't know how. Mine are all rusty, and I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to.
Simple. It just takes a little bit of elbow grease, a
Yeah.
little bit, not a whole lot.
Okay.
But you've got it. You just we're so used to the convenience of life that we don't want to carry our water bottle all day. We'll just order a water bottle when we get there. Things like that. I mean, then
It's the disease of convenience.
It is. It really is. So in the long haul, in the end of things, at the end of the rainbow, I guess, you're going to be investing in those things for your health. In the end, your health is going to thank you. Your budget is going to thank you eventually, maybe not up front. Mark, unfortunately, is seeing how I'm wigging out about plastics now. So he's probably prepared that he's going to have a whole new set of glassware soon.
Absolutely. Yeah. They go along with it. They really do.
But
Always ask for forgiveness, not permission. That's my motto. It might not work for you though.
Well,
It works for me.
fine. He'll be fine with it.
It'll be fine.
If he really cares, he'll come to our lives.
Yeah. Listen, guys, this is a fun topic. It's a stressful topic, but do you just do one thing at a time?
One thing.
If you have reached the point where you're just so frustrated because that weight is not coming off, we want to tell you we are now open for our women's only program. It's up and running. It's changing people's lives. And by the way, ladies, you get more carbs. Did you know that? Did you know at certain times of the month, even my seasoned sisters, you get more carbs during certain times of the month. It's called hormone feeding. You have to feed those hormones. That beautiful hormone called progesterone needs more glucose. And I'm not talking sugar, ladies. I'm talking more complex carbs. So if you are frustrated with your weight, you're like, why am I feeling horrible? Why do I hate my coach? Because I'm not eating on the right cycle. Why do I feel like an alien? This program is free. It's 3 months. This is our long haul. 3 months of one-on-one coaching with a coach, and we're going to teach you how to do all of the things. Also, don't forget September 6th when we have our interview with Courtney Lawson. She's going to be here to talk about all the things, and we are here every Tuesday morning at 11 Eastern time, and guess where I get to go next?
Are you going to the farm?
No.
No. Oh.
Funny Farm, yeah, the accountant's Funny Farm. I'm going to be in the accounting office all day talking about how much taxes the government wants to take from me. So, hey, it's going to be a great day.
It'll be a great day.
Going to be an amazing day. So have an amazing rest of your day. How many of you guys like this new setup we have? Is there anybody who's like, hey, you guys look awesome? Yeah. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. I went to a new gym today.
Oh, you did?
I gotta tell you something. So apparently, when you work out correctly, you cannot come home immediately and do a Facebook Live.
Well, are you talking like sweat ball or what?
Oh, I was gorgeous after.
That's awesome.
I think I looked like hell froze me over. And I'm like, nope. So literally I have to work out at 7 a.m. if I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
We kicked butt this morning. Amazing. So
we'll do it.
All right, guys, we love you. If you need our help, we're dropping our link in the whatever you call that, the chat section. That's our general link. So you go in there, you pick a coach. We got Coach Kathy in there. Coach Kathy hasn't even been introduced to this crowd yet, but we got Coach Kathy who's doing therapeutic keto. We've got Coach Darcy and myself. We are taking appointments right now, so feel free to hop in there and grab your spot.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna see you next Tuesday. Next Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Have a great day, guys.
Bye.